Why, it's Mr.
Spock. Spock. Mr. Spock, welcome aboard.
Well, isn't it lucky for you that we just happen to be heading your way? Bones. We need him. I need him.
Then my presence is to our mutual advantage.
Jim.
If this superintelligence is as important to him as he says it is, how do we know
That he wouldn't put his own interests ahead of the ship's? I could never believe that.
Bridge to Officers Lounge. Captain Kirk. Revised estimate on cloud vision.
Sir, airlock 4 has been opened. A thruster suit is reported missing.
A thruster suit. That's Spock. Damn him. Bring him back here. No, wait. Get a fix on his position.
Aye, sir.
Spock! Spock! Spock!
V'ger has knowledge that spans this universe. And yet, with all its pure logic, V'ger is barren, cold, no mystery, no beauty. I should have
No. No, not Spock. Captain Bones. Spock. What should you have known? What should you have known?
Jim. This simple feeling is beyond V'ger's comprehension. No meaning, no hope. And Jim, no answers.
Yishun wala, ikhbanu.
Tuachriek wikban otlam.
Ishvengi, komi.
Winga chlami bafek savekam.
As a teacher on a training mission, I am content to command the Enterprise. If we are to go on actual duty, it is clear that the senior officer on board must assume command.
It may be nothing. Garbled communications. You take the ship.
Jim, you proceed from a false assumption. I am a Vulcan. I have no ego to bruise.
You're about to remind me that logic alone dictates your action?
I would not remind you of that which you know so well. If I may be so bold, it was a mistake for you to accept promotion. Commanding a starship is your first best destiny. Anything else is a waste of material.
I would not presume to debate you.
That is wise. In any case, were I to invoke logic, logic clearly dictates that the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few.
Or the one.
You are my superior officer. You are also my friend. I have been and always shall be yours.
No! You'll flood the whole compartment.
He'll die.
He's dead already.
It's too late.
Spock!
Ship. Out of danger.
Yes.
Don't grieve, Admiral. It is logical. The needs of the many outweigh
The needs of the few.
or the one. I never took the Kobayashi Maru test until now. What do you think of my solution? Spock. I have been, and always shall be, your friend. Live long and prosper.
No. We are assembled here today to pay final respects to our honored dead. And yet it should be noted that in the midst of our sorrow, this death takes place in the shadow of new life, the sunrise of a new world, a world that our beloved comrade gave his life to protect and nourish. He did not feel this sacrifice a vain or empty one, and we will not debate his profound wisdom at these proceedings. Of my friend, I can only say this. Of all the souls I have encountered in my travels, his was the most human. Others. Up.
Saavik was right. You never have faced death.
No, not like this. I haven't faced death. I've cheated death. I tricked my way out of death. And patted myself on the back for my ingenuity. I know nothing. And Enterprise feels like a house with all the children gone. No. More empty even than that. The death of Spock is like an open wound. It seems that I have left the noblest part of myself back there on that newborn planet.
Sir? I was wondering, are they planning a ceremony when we get in? I mean a reception?
A hero's welcome, son. Is that what you'd like? Well, God knows it should be. This time we've paid for the party with our dearest blood.
He entrusted you with his very essence, with everything that was not of the body. He asked you to bring him to us, and to bring that which he gave you, his Katra, his living spirit.
Sir, your son meant more to me than you can know. I'd have given my life if it would have saved his. Believe me when I tell you, he made no request of me.
This business about Spock and McCoy, honestly, I never understood Vulcan mysticism.
You don't have to believe. I'm not even sure that I believe. But if there's even a chance that Spock has an eternal soul, then it's my responsibility.
Yours.
As surely as if it were my very own. What about Spock?
Only time will answer. Kirk, I thank you. What you have done is...
What I have done, I had to do.
But at what cost? Your ship, your son.
If I hadn't tried, the cost would have been my soul.
My father says that you have been my friend. You came back for me.
You would have done the same for me?
Why would you do this?
Because the needs of the one outweighed the needs of the many.
I have been, and ever shall be, your friend.
Yes. Yes, Spock.
The ship. Out of danger.
You saved the ship. You saved us all. Don't you remember?
Jim. Your name is Jim.
Yes.
Permission to come aboard.
Permission granted.
Thank you, Admiral.
Jim. Spock, Jim. Don't you remember?
It would not be proper to refer to you as Jim while you're in command, Admiral. Also, I must apologize for my attire. I seem to have misplaced my uniform.
Station.
Are you sure this is such a bright idea?
What do you mean?
I mean him, back at his post like nothing happened. I don't know if you've got the whole picture or not, but he's not exactly working on all thrusters.
It'll come back to him.
Are you sure? That's what I thought.
We're walking the streets of San Francisco, looking for a couple of humpback whales. How do you propose to solve this minor problem?
Simple logic will suffice. I believe I shall begin by making use of this map. I have the distance and bearing which were provided by Commander Uhura. If we juxtapose our coordinates, we should be able to find our destination, which lies at 283.7 degrees.
I think we'll find what we're looking for at the Station Institute in Sausalito. A pair of humpback whales named George and Gracie.
How do you know this?
Simple logic.
Admiral, may I ask you a question?
Spock, don't call me Admiral.
You used to call me Jim. Don't you remember Jim?
What's your question?
Your use of language has altered since our arrival. It is currently laced with, shall I say, more colorful metaphors. Double dumbass on you, and so forth.
You mean the profanity?
Yes.
That's simply the way they talk here. Nobody pays any attention to you unless you swear every other word. You'll find it in all the literature of the period. Spock,
Yes.
about those colorful metaphors that we've discussed, I don't think you should try using them anymore.
Why not?
Well, for one thing, you haven't quite got the knack of it.
I see.
And another thing, it's not always necessary to tell the truth.
I cannot tell a lie.
I don't mean lie, but you could exaggerate.
Exaggerate.
Exaggerate. You've done it before. Can't you remember?
The hell I can't. In that event, the probabilities are that our mission would fail.
Our mission? Spock, you're talking about the end of every life on Earth. You're half human. Haven't you got any goddamn feelings about that? Scotty, you promised me an estimate on the dilithium crystals.
It's going slowly, sir. It'll be well into tomorrow.
That's not good enough, Mr. Scott. You've got to do better.
I'll try, sir, Scott. Well, he's in a wee bit of a snit, isn't he?
He is a man of deep feelings.
Aye. What else is new?
May I suggest that Dr. McCoy is correct? We must help Chekhov.
Is that the logical thing to do, Spock?
No. But it is the human thing to do.
Right. Spock, where the hell's the power you promised me?
1 damn minute, Admiral.
I'm ready, Spock. Let's go find George and Gracie.
Well, Mr. Spock, have you accounted for the variable mass of whales in water in your time re-entry program?
Mr. Scott cannot give me exact figures, Admiral, so I will make a guess.
A guess? You, Spock? That's extraordinary.
I don't think he understands.
No, Spock. He means that he feels safer about your guesses than most other people's facts.
Then you're saying it is a compliment?
It is.
Ah. Then I will try to make the best guess I can. Concentration is vital. You must be one with the rock.
Spock, I appreciate your concern, but if you don't stop distracting me, I'm liable to be one.
Perhaps because it is there is not sufficient reason for climbing the mountain.
I am hardly in a position to disagree.
I knew I wouldn't die
because the two of you were with me.
I do not understand.
I've always known I'll die alone. There's got to be a way out of this place.
This is the new brig, Captain. It is escape-proof.
How do you know?
The designers tested it, using the most intelligent and resourceful person they could find. He failed to escape.
This person didn't by any chance have pointed ears. And an unerring capacity for getting his shipmates into trouble, did he?
He did have pointed ears.
Spock?
I cannot go with you.
Why not?
I belong here.
I don't understand.
Sabak, you are my brother, but you do not know me. I am not the outcast boy you left behind those many years ago. Since that time, I have found myself and my place. I know who I am. And I cannot go with you.
Spock.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Thought I was going to die.
Not possible. You were never alone. Please, Captain. Not in front of the Klingons. I've lost a brother.
Yes. I lost a brother once. I was lucky I got him back.
I thought you said men like us don't have families.